Now let me introduce you to the next company. It is Clari Pi. They will introduce the world's first AI-based medical imaging solution technology. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, I am Yang Bong-wook from the sales team of Clari Pi. So I would like to introduce to you Clari CT AI, the world's first commercialized AI-based noise reduction solution of ultra-low dose CT videos. Let me ask you a simple question. So what does these figures 2,200 and 4,800 mean to you? So the number of COVID-19 deaths in Korea has exceeded 2,000 over the past 1.25 years. Although we were not aware because of COVID-19, the number of cancer patients due to medical radiation is even higher, and it is as risky as COVID-19. According to Stanford University's calculation, so in Korea, about 4,800 cancer patients occur annually due to CT radiation, and this is over 2 times the number of COVID-19 deaths that I just mentioned about. Then, why are there so many patients getting cancer because of CT radiation? So radiation exposure, according to WHO, is a level 1 carcinogen like tobacco and exhaust gas. And that is why, according to the WHO and IAEA, they are sending warnings to the member states regarding the radiation exposure, and EU and the US are strengthening their level of radiation risk management. So we have felt the need for lowering CT radiation, and we wanted to transform that into a global business opportunity. So we leveraged our AI source technology to develop a solution and managed to successfully commercialize it. Then how are we going to lower the medical radiation? So there was a dilemma that we faced in the process of our development. If we increase CT radiation, of course, the radiation exposure is higher for the patients, but for the doctors, they can get clear CT images. So in order to address the problem, we applied AI. So our Clari Pi AI solution is just there to address this dilemma. So our solution based on AI is the best solution in existence that addresses this dilemma. So let me briefly talk about our technology. So there is the IR method, which is iterative reconstruction, which is a conventional CT video's noise reduction method. So we overcame the limitations of this IR technology by using AI, and by doing so, we were able to increase the high definition but reduce the radiation exposure. And CT is a core technology in modern diagnostic medicine, and 250 million tests or CT tests are performed annually, but there are still issues regarding the radiation safety. And the conventional global CT tests and its level of radiation dose actually exceeds already international safety standards. So there are concerns that to get diagnosed, you're developing a disease. So by using our Clari CT AI, we can improve the definition of the quality of the image, and by using our product, you can easily get an ultra-low dose test, so that is virtually harmless CT test. As mentioned earlier on, let's have a look at the performance of our product. So it has been verified by approval agencies like FDA and CE. And if you look at the FDA approval, they have actually completed the verification and validation for all of our CT manufacturers and the scan conditions and body equipment, as well as for age groups and sex, as well as for race. And I would like to explain our differentiated technology with differentiated video. So on the left is the original video with the noise, and in the middle is after processing the image with the conventional technology, so of Siemens IR noise removal method. And on the right is the video results after removing noise with our Clari City AI. So you can see a clear distinction between among the three images. So actually in the middle, the noise reduction rate is 36%, but on the right, our noise reduction rate is 92%. So you can see a superior quality images for our company. So this tells you that if you use Clarity AI solution, you can actually perform low-dose, high-quality CT scans. So this is the workflow. If you, though there are original images on the left with the noise, and if you enter millions of these images with a lot of noise on the left into Clarity Engine, then according to a different noise reduction patterns, you can actually get an image with only the noise, just like in the upper right. And then you can get a clear CT images without any damage to the structure, like you see at the bottom right. So this is the market potential. The AI medical imaging market is expected to grow more than 40% every year, and it's going to reach 50 trillion Korean won by 2026. And our business, the AI medical imaging, is considered to be the most promising area, as you can see on the graph. So, not only our headquarters in Korea, but our US branch are working very hard to launch our business in the US and also to go global. We are focusing our sales efforts to that end. Now, these are the expected benefits. If you use our Clari CT AI products, you can first convert the existing CT to the AI-based CT, and you can actually increase the life expectancy of the CT tube by fourfold, and you can also reduce side effects for patients because you can reduce the CT contrast agents. You can also increase the image of the hospital as well. So this can be applied to medical sector, but also to all industries. So we look forward to the future very much. So we look forward to your interest and support as well. Thank you. Yes, so actually, I could really relate with what he said. You know, you go to the hospital to get diagnosed, but you actually develop a disease. So as you can see on the graph, we can actually get a lot of high quality image with low dose radiation CTs. So I believe that that will help to revitalize the medical AI